Once upon a time, there were 3 children just about your age. There was Sally, and Robert, and Jimmy. And just like you, they were real boys and girls. They lived in real houses, and they had real mothers, fathers, grandparents, and brothers and sisters. And because they were real boys and girls just about your age, they were always discovering new things about the world they live in.
The first bulldozer I ever saw. Boy, was it big and loud, too. Oh, they're so pretty. And there's so many. There's a mama doll. There's a walking doll. Oh, I wish I had them all. You just can't beat a merry-go-round. I remember when I rode at the park. It went round and round. It was great fun.
So Robert, Sally, and Jimmy had hundreds of happy hours discovering things in the world they lived in, just like you do. But something was missing.
I like bulldozers, but when nobody's driving them, then they just sit there, and then they're no fun. Some dolls break, and then they're no good anymore. And merry-go-rounds always come to a stop just when the fun is starting.
No, the most interesting discoveries weren't bulldozers, dolls, or merry-go-rounds. Because without people to make them go, they wouldn't do anything by themselves. These were much more interesting to Robert, Sally, and Jimmy, and I'll bet to you too, because these are alive, living things which don't need people to make them go. And life is so wonderful that it's sometimes hard even for grown-ups to understand why living things can run and play and make noises all by themselves. So it isn't surprising that all children ask many questions as they discover new life around them. Especially when they meet the most interesting and exciting and puzzling things of all, new people, brand new people, like Sally's baby brother and Robert's baby sister. And Jimmy? Well, Jimmy didn't have a brother or sister yet, but his mother and father told him that someday very soon he would. And just like you, boys and girls, Robert and Jimmy and Sally were full of questions about the new people they met. Sally wanted to know a lot about her new brother, like, where did it come from anyway, Mommy? Why is he different from me? How come you have to do everything for him? Every night, Robert had a new question for his mother. Hey, Mom, Robert would say, how did you know she was coming anyway? Did you want her to come? More than me? And of course, Jimmy couldn't ask enough about the new baby that was on the way. He'd even ask questions his mother couldn't answer. Like, will it be a boy baby or a girl baby? How do you know it'll be a baby and not a puppy? Yes, Sally and Robert and Jimmy asked their mothers and fathers lots of questions about new babies. And the other children in their schoolroom were also excited about discovering new life. So the children and I thought it would be lots of fun to all get together and talk about babies and how they are born. So we invited Jimmy's mother to our classroom to discuss waiting to have a baby. Then Sally's mother said she'd bring her new baby. And Robert asked his mom to come too. And we all met here in my classroom, where I'm the children's teacher. And when I can, I like to answer the children's questions too. Sometimes it's fun to get acquainted while we feed babies. Since one of these babies is a few months older than the other, we can see how fast the babies grow when they are very little.
May I please see the baby? I want it too.
You can try one bite, but she might not be very hungry.
Hey, does it have any teeth?
No, he doesn't, but in a couple of months he will.
He doesn't have very much hair either.
Sure he does. Feel the top of his head and you'll feel a little fuzz. And if you're real careful, you'll feel a little soft spot up there. Why don't all you children feel the tops of your heads and see if you can feel a soft spot?
When babies are very little, they can't eat from a spoon like you do. They take their food from bottles or from their mother's breast.
Because you're a big...
And as they grow older, they learn to eat many different kinds of food, just as you do. You and the babies are all growing some every day. Now that we've fed the babies and they're all happy, I hope, let's give Dawn a bath. That'll be lots of fun for you boys and girls, especially you boys and girls that don't have a brother or sister at home.
Hey, look! Hers is different than mine. How does she go to the bathroom?
Dawn is a little girl, and like all females, she has a vagina. And when she goes to the bathroom, the fluid passes out of her body through a tube near the vagina.
Hey, let's put some bubbles on her nose.
Okay? I think I'll put some bubbles on her hair. Need your hair washed?
Can you help her wash her back? Look, her back crawls. How about her knees? Can you reach her knees? Because she crawls on her knees.
Oh, Carl, doesn't her hair feel nice?
I know. Don't get it too wet.
All right, boys and girls, let's look over here. Let's give Michael a bath now. You know, Michael's a boy, and he has a penis.
Come on, honey. Let's have our bath now.
Can I put a little water on his shoulders?
Sure, Clay. Bathe him now. Sally, help me. Put a little soap on his head.
Well, looks like Dawn's clean now. Let's take her out and dry her off. Hey there, pretty baby. Oh, what a big girl.
Hey, she's brown all over.
Yes, she is brown all over. Some babies have different colored skin, eyes, and hair, but most of all, they look just like their mommies and daddies.
I think that's kind of nice.
Let's see, we become better acquainted with an 11-month-old baby and a little 10-week-old baby. Now I think it's time we met Jimmy's baby, who's almost 9 months old.
My baby isn't 9 months old yet. He isn't even born yet.
Yes, you're right, Jimmy. But in a way, the baby really is 9 months old, because that's how long he's been living inside Mommy. And look, Robert's listening with a stethoscope. Maybe he can hear a heartbeat.
I can hear a heart beating.
Well, here, honey. Put your hand right here. You know, at 9 months, he's pretty big. Maybe you can feel him move.
You know, at 9 months, the head's in a downward position, and pretty soon the baby's ready to be born.
Well, how will my baby get out?
Come on, everybody, let's sit down and relax. Jimmy, would you get me that model back there, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Inside the mother, there's a very special muscle called the uterus where the baby grows. Let's look at this life-size model. Now, the baby has been living and growing inside the uterus for almost 9 months, and it's just about time for the baby to be born. When birth takes place, the uterus will start pushing the baby through the vagina, see, right here, out of the mother's body, through an opening between her legs. And it's going to be a very happy and exciting time for everyone in the family, because,
The baby's going to be born. How does the baby get in there anyway?
A baby's life begins as an expression of love between a mother and father. A baby begins to grow when the father's sperm passes from his penis into the mother's vagina and unites with an ovum or egg inside the mother's body. And about 9 months later, a baby is born.
Hey, there's my dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi,
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, boys and girls.
Hi.
Have you been having an interesting day?
We've been talking about your baby.
But my baby, our baby. Our soon-to-be baby, actually.
Let's all thank Jimmy's parents for coming today. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have fun?
And thank you so much for coming.
It was our pleasure.